15 years ago, the Alliance was rocked by the shocking revelation that Beacon Medical Institute had long been hiding a terrible secret behind its training reputation. The story of their corruption and horrific experimentation has been spread far and wide, while some of the details were kept from the public to allow the victims their privacy. This includes the story of the hacker who broke out, taking with her proof of what Beacon had been up to. It includes the captain, who happened to pick up the hacker's signal, rescuing her before she could get caught. And it includes the heroes who went in afterwards to secure the station, before the scientists in charge could discover the breach and scrub the project in its entirety. Today, we tell their story. So you head out into the hallway, closing the door behind you, and Zatea, you start leading them. You go into the medical or technical wing first?
Let's go ahead to the medical wing.
Give me a stealth check, which you still have the pass without a trace.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes. Is that for everybody?
Yeah.
Wow, that was actually a pretty shit roll. I don't have advantage on stealth, do I?
I rolled a nat 20, but I realized I also have disadvantage on stealth.
Nice. With the plus 10, that's 24.
I got another 18.
Nice.
I got 37.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mine was only a 28.
Terrible.
That's wild. I
So
love passing
bad.
on
I
traces.
rolled a 3 on the die.
Whoa!
Oof.
So, as you're continuing down the hallway, Zatea, you catch the sound of the surveillance drone passing.
He immediately freezes.
What's wrong?
Now, say you're about halfway down the hall to the medical wing. And a couple seconds later, you hear thunk, thunk, thunk of something coming towards you from the medical wing room. That guardian has been alerted. And the last time a guardian was alerted, the countdown for the self-destruct started immediately. Follow the crew of the Kitsu Nova as they veer right, heading for the medical research wing. As their ship begins its approach, the camera zooms in through the hull and we see the party. So, gonna go around, introduce who you are as a person, then introduce your character and say a little bit about how they fit with the crew.
Hello everyone out there, it is I, Brian. In some places I am known as Nerdy Cephalopod. I am the lover of all things eldritch, comedy, and horror. And today I'm playing as Jack Daxter, a Belare, and the thief among thieves and scavengers among scavengers. Best way I fit in with this crew is that when they need something, they call upon Daxter. Daxter is about 3 foot tall, so his poncho actually looks like a real outfit on him, but because he's so short, it covers his entire body so you can't see it. He has a really, really big cowboy hat on the top of his head.
Your ball of energy in a robot suit, dressed as a cowboy.
Yep,
That's precious.
I'm adorable.
But yes, my name is Jack Dexter, and whenever you need something, I will be able to find any kind of equipment that you will need. Yes. I'm very, very sneaky.
I love that Jack has specifically gotten a voice mod to sound like that.
But so yeah, I think that's the way Jack really fits in with the crew, is just when they can't get things through the normal means, legal, Jack's usually the one to go,
I can get that for you.
Perfect. And who else do we got? Next to the tiny little robot dressed as a cowboy.
Cool. I guess the tall robot-looking person would go next. Hi, I'm Fennec. I use she/they pronouns. You can find me here when Bree kidnaps me to do things on Pseudonym Social or stuff with the Nerdsmith Network. I'll be playing Delphine today. They also use she/they pronouns, and she is a Belvoir Sentinel, standing at a good 6'9", and just flows like a mood ring depending on how she feels.
What role does she take in the crew?
She's the mom. She makes sure everybody, goes around. Darling, have you eaten today? You need to keep up your nutritional levels in order for peak efficiency. Kind of a deal. She's just mom, make sure everybody's got their stuff. Probably every now and again scolds our little rogue for roguing, but can't find herself to be too mad at the scamp.
Yeah.
I stole you this.
We talked about this. Thank you, but please do not do it again.
Your Captain Claire, who is a cash woman who is probably of retirement age, she just doesn't want to retire because that's boring, so she just flies her it's a small cargo ship that can transport passengers. It's just not super comfortable, so you mostly do cargo. She's very glad to have someone else be the mom.
She deserves a break.
And last but not least...
Yes, and I am, let's start with me as a person first. I am Ava Rogers. I've done a couple things here and there with Brianna. I'm also the producer and main editor for the Alternia Archives podcast, which is just a bunch of short campaigns of really any game system that's not D&D, because, others exist.
Like Esper Genesis.
Yes!
Vampire the Masquerade.
Which is why I get on so well with Brianna and everything here, and everyone here.
Yeah.
I am playing Rylea Lysenry. She is a Eldori adept. She is right about a little over midway between the two others' heights that have been mentioned. She stands at an average 5'8", typical blue skin, pale blue-gray hair, pretty long. She's, well, when it comes down to it, she's the money sometimes. But also, she talks. She's really good at talking. And making everybody feel like they are the biggest person in the room, despite how tall they might be.
That is an important skill. So, I imagine most of the time your job is rather uneventful, mostly focused on the more business, like cargo transportation side of things, but your captain was reached out to specifically because of the fact that, she was nearby Beacon Station when Spectra found out what was going on after rescuing Tali. Nearby, best option to get everyone else out. Because the escapee that Spectra rescued confirmed that there were others being kept in 2 different areas in the back part of the wing near the security hub. The station's in a down cycle. There shouldn't really be anyone there aside from, since it's a medical wing, they also there's a little emergency clinic on the outward facing part where they usually have a couple doctors on standby if anyone ever is having an emergency. So they have that. There shouldn't really be anyone there, but then again, there's a lot of things going on at Beacon that shouldn't be happening. So you've basically been called in to get people out before the people behind the scenes at Beacon find out that someone's escaped. Because that could be the end of everything for these people who are trapped there. It's going to be lower security because not as many staff here working, they're skeleton crew, but you do have confirmation that there will be some guards with the people that they have captive in the back, as well as potentially 1 to 2 doctors working up at the front. Do you know that the person who broke out left some things on her way out to make it so you could basically kind of follow her way back in? because she was able to get up to the front and then escape through a side way where she was picked up by Spectra. So, high probability of running into guards, and then there might be additional security precautions to prevent escapes. Like, it's a miracle Tali got out. But you have to go in because there's no one else that could come in to help these people. So you have 2 goals. First, you want to get in and like disconnect the medical wing from the security hub, because there is a control that you can use that will basically leave the wing free floating. It's kind of like an emergency protocol, so if there's like a fire or some sort of contamination breach or blah blah blah, this is standard in a lot of research stations and non-research stations as well. So there's a way to remove it and then get everyone onto the ship. If you can pick up additional information on the way, that's great, but your captain has made it clear, I don't know what you're playing hero. It's going to be very dangerous. You just get in, get the people, and get out, alright?
Of course, Captain. You can never play hero. Isn't that right? And she eyes her little rogue.
Well, things happen. I mean, if I happen to see something shiny that could help us, I can't say I might not wander off, but, you know, if you get me to those computers, I might be able to help us out and make sure we don't get any unexpected surprises.
Sure, we can do that. Delphine will look around. Does anyone see Ryla? I thought she was coming with us.
Camera pans over to where Isla's in her quarters, I imagine leaving a message.
Yes. Rylia is sort of fumbling her way through a message. We see her delete one and press record again. Hey, Jalen. It's me, Rylia. You knew that. What else is voicemail for? Well, I'm sending you this because, well, I'm going into a situation that may or may not wind up being rather dangerous. If everything goes well, you might get another message from me before you read this. Or watch this. If not, well, I just wanted to let you know that I love you and take care of my family. I know what kind of an ask that is, but yeah. Hopefully it won't come to that. I should just send this before I record another one. Bye. And then she's ends it and presses send before she can think it over again. Takes a deep breath and walks out to join the others.
So are you all ready? Should be landing soon.
Before we get started, let me get ourselves ready, and
Jack is going to go into his disguise kit and get some disguises. We need to be smart.
Okay. Remind me again what the role for that is.
I think that...
I'd say deception, probably?
Ooh, happily.
Or sleight of hand, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a nat
bodes well
one.
for the rest of the die.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I was really hoping that for when he looked for his own disguise, this is what would happen. So when he goes into the disguise kit, he pulls out what looks like a dinosaur onesie.
Jack, no. That does not have any armor on it, no.
Adjusting the dial on his throat. I am no longer the one named Jack. I am Jackosaur.
I'm still calling you Jack.
It does disguise his identity.
I was...
Just mom sigh.
Your captain is face palming so hard right now.
Yes. They will never suspect the tiny little dinosaur coming into the station that he would be looking to free the prisoners.
Sure. Violet, do you have everything you need? You checked your weapons? Made sure you've got your armor on?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
If you're not feeling well, you can stay here.
No, it's quite alright.
I recommend you be careful. Stations like this are going to have very high security.
We will do our best. We are always as careful as we can be.
Eyebrow raised at that.
Some of us are as careful as we can be and watch out to make sure everyone else is careful as well.
That sounds right. So where do you want me dropping you off? Feel more comfortable going in the side or going on the front?
Probably the side.
Yes, that was where the one who managed to escape made her way out, yes. I believe going in the same way would be prudent.
The captain starts directing the ship towards the spot that was indicated to her as the place where Tally got out. Y'all doing anything else to prepare, or y'all want to have some time to discuss a plan?
If anything, Jack has just been seeing if there's any way he can access the schematics of this. Because I want to find where are the security offices. Or just any kind of, like, comm terminal.
Well, the main security offices are in, like, the central security hub, which you will not be accessing because there's very little air there and there's another team taking care of that. But roll computers to see what you are able to dig up about the sort of schematics layout for Beacon.
15.
Beacon keeps a lot of their information private. You aren't able to find a map of the layouts, but you are able to find what company they work with for their, like, internal communications, like comm systems that would be, like, on the wall, like intercom systems. With that, you'll have an easier time finding where they are, because you know what you're looking for.
Excellent. And the only other thing I need to know, and you really helped me out with that about the voice comms, are there ventilation shafts?
That is not information they advertise on their website. You could assume that there are, but...
Well, I'm going to make sure to keep my eye.
It's a medical research station. They would keep things sealed off and secure, but it is a possibility.
Oh, Jack switches back to his normal tone.
Alright, so I have an idea. Because I do have my hacker's kit. And once we procure the escapees that we need to get out of there, let's say I get into the vents and let's say I was so happen to make a scary kind of message on there and I make a little chaos in the vents and draw their attention to me while you guys get out.
Aside from the fact they might flush the vents with you in them.
Why does every plan you devise end with causing chaos?
Jack raises a finger about to answer that, stops, raises it again, stops.
Okay, you have me there, but I promise that is not the end goal. I just want to ensure that everyone can get out safe.
Translation, Jack's a gremlin.
Delphine would be raising an eyebrow if she had eyebrows, but the color they're glowing is the parental inquisitive, like choose your next words carefully, which is like a dull kind of reddish orange.
I believe it would be best not to go with that as our first option. There may be ways to get everyone out without needing such a distraction. But that will be Plan Z.
I like this.
Sounds good to me.
Without knowing more about what we were be walking into, it would likely be not very useful to do much planning now. I believe it will most likely have to be done on the fly.
Oh, that's what we're best at.
Unfortunately.
What
Don't
could
say it.
What could
Say
possibly
it.
go wrong?
Don't you say it. If this goes wrong, you're on latrine duty for the next month.
Riley closes her eyes.
Oh, man.
If this goes wrong, it's unlikely we make it back.
You better be making it out alive. You hear? I don't want to be having to find a new crew.
Aw, Captain.
We wouldn't want to put you through that hardship.
Don't worry, Captain. I'll still be around to watch you when you sleep.
It is best to be prepared for all eventualities.
They will come home, Captain, I promise.
At Jack's comment, like, so Kesh, their eyes are pure black, so you can't tell what they're looking at. You could tell she's just glaring at you, though. Glaring at you. Not suddenly makes a note to update the security system and the locks on her door again, so you'll start breaking and hacking into her room. The next step is just straight up removing any security cameras not necessary for the AI.
Wait till she finds Jack's virus that just goes,
Yeah, the ship AI Nexus has been rooting most of those out of the system for a while.
Oh, great. So, now, on a realistic note, Jack does seem all silly, but he's actually very, very, very smart. He has a +6 in intelligence. So,
Nice.
one thing that is, I will say that is bothering. We don't know the guard patrol routes. That's the only thing that is bothering him about going into this, and usually when he goes and like tries to go on like a sneaky salvage, not a robbery, he knows the patrol routes. So he feels a little crippled right now.
Typically, salvage doesn't have guards.
Yes, I've never broken into what people call a museum before. I'm a good boy.
We'll discuss your definition of good later.
See, Claire makes another note in her sim unit and she sends a message to Spectra.
Alright, everyone got the gear? We're ready. We have plans set in place and plans alpha through Xylo.
Once you get inside, you can have Nexus integrate with some of the security and take over. You have to be careful though. Don't want to trip any alarms as you do it. It gets a little harder the more you do. Right? Hold still. Going to be docking. You see, she connects the airlock to the... Looks like it might have been a maintenance hatch at one point. Probably hasn't been used in a while until it was used like an hour ago. Connects to that. She's like, alright. Edge through there shall get you into the hospital part, and from there you're on your own. Way to go with you, but I'm not much good in a fight anymore.
I'm sure everyone will be happy to see a friendly face when we settle in here.
Be careful and be safe. Let's get this done quickly. She shoos you out of the ship.
We are shooed.
I do not like the fact that they have not done... Seems like they have done nothing since the last attempted escape. I want to inspect this hatch door. Make sure they haven't added any sneaky, security measures to it.
Yeah, roll investigation.
Oh, never mind.
You see nothing out of place. You have never been here before, but you see nothing out of place. It's fine.
Outside of character, now I'm even more panicking.
Exactly.
It'll be fine.
I enjoy making players panic. You're welcome.
I think Delphine is going to gesture to the door. I will go check the door. Because big burly tank type and make her way over.
Yeah, because there's a interior door that will let you into the interior, like the public part of the wing.
So yeah, she goes over and checks the door.
So give me a perception check.
I'm not terrible at that.
What is going on with the dice tonight?
Shard
That's another
doesn't
nat
like
one.
this party.
This one might die.
Everything is fine. It's silent. There's nothing in there.
Before entering the room, and I was gonna do this before, not just because the nat one on that perception roll, but Rylia takes a deep breath, and for a moment, the air seems to shimmer around her before it kind of fades again, and she's got a protection field.
Nice. As far as y'all know, the next room is empty. Nothing has been spotted. Nothing has been noticed. It's quiet. Well, I mean, there's like the hum of machinery and so forth, but nothing out of the ordinary. So you headed?
Yeah.
Hear the panic in that response.
Delphine will step in first.
Delphine, you step into what appears to be a waiting room of sorts. There's like 2 cordoned off waiting rooms, and roll me perception as you step through the door.
Okay, 16 this time.
Okay. So as you stepped into the doorway, you see there are several different videos playing on some of the screens on the walls. The lights are dim, but they're not completely off because they do sometimes have people come in here. The videos are like little promotional things for the latest innovations in biotech networking that Beacon's working on. Stuff about like they are trying to offer better services for those in need, more advanced systems that are less obvious / untraceable. Things that can help improve memory, increase your productivity, help you sleep better.
I find this sus.
Shush, you don't know what the other you knows.
Listen, I just have to say I find it sus in character because it's too good to be true. Delphine has been around for a bit and knows.
Reputation-wise, it's like St. Jude Medical Research Center.
Well,
They
yes,
do a lot of good stuff on the outside. It is only within the past hour that you've had hints that, okay, maybe there might be some sus shit going on.
I was gonna say, the entire reason we're here is reason enough to be suspicious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. We have a tiny child who escaped.
Yeah. So you see just stuff like that, and they got different scientists, a couple of little things from the CEO who founded the organization, Dr. Feynman here, talking about how he just wants to help leave the world better than he found it.
But I don't see anything that's like traps.
You don't see any traps, but you do notice that we have these 2, looks like doctors, sitting together behind a desk. You can hear they're chatting. It looks like they're watching something to kill time. Every once in a while, one like kind of glances towards the door, and as he glances towards the door, I need you to roll a stealth check, please.
Oh goody, make the tank roll a stealth check.
You went through the door first.
17?
17? Not bad, not bad. What do you get for perception? Passive perception is a 10. Oh, these are just like the most average of average. Doesn't notice you at all. Lazily glances towards the door and goes back to a conversation.
Cool. Backy up. Right, so there are 2 doctors in there. By a computer, yes?
Looks like they're sitting behind like a nurse's station desk, and you see there were other places where people could get checkups, some like simple basic medical equipment, and there is a door like, would be directly in front of where people not breaking in would enter. That is, says, like, medical personnel only.
Okay. So she would just relay all that. And basically, they say, I think it is in our best interest to, I wouldn't say bring them on the ship, but to see if we can politely persuade them to fall asleep, and then leave them for the proper authorities, because we don't know what hand they have in this.
I will say, you do know your captain has the ability on the ship to secure a small amount of individuals in a makeshift brig. Not a large amount, but
Okay.
that's common security on most ships. You never know when you're going to end up with a stowaway, so you need to lock them somewhere so they'll stop trying to rifle through and steal your shit or steal your ship.
Fine, she'll amend that, and maybe have the captain put them in the brig just to be on the safe side. We don't want them to raise the alarm.
You hear the ship's AI nexus you have like communicate your earpieces. You could pretend like you are in need of medical assistance.
Looks to Ryla, who is the most fleshy out of all of us.
Is the only squishy fleshy.
Exactly. It just kind of shrugs
Right.
and then points at Jack, and then you just sneak up and just... It makes the motion for, like, knocking out.
Jack nods.
Yes. All right. So Riley rubs her hands together just a little bit to, I don't know, maybe her fingers are cold. Maybe she just needs to be moving. And she's going to look at Jack, make sure he's prepared, I guess. She's stalling for just a moment before she will rush in and put on her very best damsel in distress. Oh, thank goodness. I found help. I can't breathe.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll give you advantage.
Oh, no need. Nat 20.
Okay, alrighty then. Dice want to tell a story. As you sprint into, like, the main hall area so it looks like you came through the front door, these two doctors, who I'm gonna say one's a human, the other one's a Promethean, just immediately stand up and sprint over to you and, like, one, like, grabs your hand in one hand on your shoulder, and, like, lowers you to the ground, like, what seems to be the issue? Did you ingest something? Do you have any allergies? When did the symptoms start? One is attempting to figure out what is going on with you, while the other is a couple paces behind, can stop to grab a first aid kit. What do you say? What do you do?
She's going to keep up the I can't breathe, trying to keep their full attention on her as best she can, and really hoping Jack moves soon.
Yeah, their attention is fully on you, because as far as they're convinced, like, the one that's trying to investigate is seeing signs of, like, something, like, it looks like he's starting to figure out, like, oh, this feels like, it's probably like an allergic reaction of some sort, just hang on, we'll be alright. Fully 100% believing this.
Oh, I'm feeling guilty now.
You're doing great, kid!
Also, Jack decides what he's going to do. Would you like to roll insight on these two doctors?
Oh, sure.
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I just have to wait till I get within 10 feet of them.
16 on insight?
16? They genuinely want to help you. They don't feel like people who would engage in anything like what appears to be going on here.
So they probably think they're doing good.
Yeah. That's what you get with the 16. And Jack, roll me a stealth check as you try and sneak towards these doctors.
Woo! 15.
Whew, that was one of them got a 14. And the other one got a 4. they don't notice you. They are focused on Rylia. So you are able to sneak up to them.
Well, once I get to within 10 feet of them, you see Jack is a cybermancer.
Mm-hmm.
He has an ability called Mind Hacker.
That sounds rude, but okay.
He has the ability to tap into the thought patterns of those around you. As an action, you can cause each creature in a 10-foot cone to make a wisdom saving throw against your cybermancer channeling save. Creatures failing their saving throw are either charmed or frightened by you, your choice, until the end of your next turn.
Alrighty.
It is a DC 14 for intelligence.
Okay, so first guy fails. Second guy fails. What does this look like as you charm both of them?
Well, when the Jackosaur appears, in their heads he looks like an actual real dinosaur. But because they're charmed, he looks like a really goofy, fun dinosaur. And
You look like one of those guys running around in an inflatable dinosaur costume.
exactly. Well, hey there, guys. I'm your best friend. Why don't you go inside that ship over there and just and wait? We're gonna have a really fun party today, there, guys.
Oh gosh.
You love
You love me.
That's exactly
We're a
right.
happy family.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage. Dirty 20. Nice. Ooh, 23. They kind of exchange looks, and one of them says, "You know, party break does sound nice. Could really use one. Never get much time off around here, but we do need to." He looks to the second person. It's the human was saying that looks to the Promethean. Mind giving the bosses a heads up so they don't think we're abandoning?
Well, of course. We'll make sure everything is taken care of here. 'Cause remember, I'm your best friend.
The Promethean is already walking towards the nurse's station to let the bosses know.
Oh no, it's all right. We'll let them know.
You don't understand. We need to let them know so they don't think we are abandoning our posts. If we explain it, it should be fine. We're not going that far, but we have to let them know.
We're from corporate. We'll let them know. They'll trust us. I promise.
Deception check.
All right.
You do not get advantage because they are not charmed by you. Just the dinosaur.
Oh no.
I don't think an 8's gonna do it.
Oh,
Also, if anyone wants to roll insight on them,
can I phase shift in front of the guy that's going to notify their whomever? Just between him and the station he's walking towards.
yeah.
And I'll do that insight check.
I will also try an insight check.
That's...
He's just a man that wants to do his job and make sure his job gets done correctly.
Yeah, I got a 6, so I'm gonna get the same thing.
He's just trying to do his job. He's a very diligent worker. So Aurelia, what does your phase shift look like?
So it's a whole lot of nothing between one blink of an eye and the next, where Rylia was kind of half-seated on the ground where they had been attending to her, as it were. She doesn't poof. She just sort of disappears, and for a moment there's what looked like, the heat, what do they call those?
Like the heat ripples?
Heat mirage, heat ripples, yeah. And then they dissipate, and she,
Is standing in front of the Promethean.
yes.
Kind of staggers back slowly. Whoa, miss, you really should be sitting down with that reaction you were having.
I'm feeling a lot better, thank you. I can send the message for you. We wouldn't want to cut into your break time at all.
It has to be one of us. I'm sorry. And would you like to roll an insight as he's...
Yes, I would. Maybe one of us will notice something.
Maybe.
12.
He's afraid of something that might happen if he or his partner are not the one that sent this.
She's going to, shift a bit closer to him. She's not letting... I'm assuming him. Is the Promethean look male?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
both male.
My brain just defaulted to he for some reason, and I was like, wait, she never said.
Oh, they haven't introduced themselves, but I've been referring to both of them as he.
Okay. So she will, shift a little bit closer and drop her voice to just above a whisper. Whatever it is you're afraid of, we can help you.
Persuasion.
22.
Woo!
You see, at first, he looks surprised and then almost relieved. They have our families in the back. If they think we're leaving.
She smiles. With the others?
I don't know where they keep them. I think they keep them separate, though.
We'll find them. Go to the ship.
If they see we've left our post, they'll be in trouble, but...
They won't.
He presses something into your hand and says, "We'll stay at our posts for now. I think it's time that you continue about your business." And he looks back to his friends and says, "I think she'll be alright." And nods to head over to the nurse's station, and you see you have a key card in your hand.
You've been of great help. I feel much better.
Happy to help, ma'am. And just be sure to take care of yourself, alright?
Of course.
The human looks a little confused. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna ask a question. The Promethean just shakes his head and go sit down and go back to whatever they were watching. And so you have a key card to get into the back.
I rarely will just gesture for the other two.
We go. Just tugs on the dino. Alright, come on, Jack, let's go.
Jack is following behind.
So you head towards the door that says medical personnel only. You have this key card, but you don't know what's back there.
We'll face it when we get there.
Do we let the rogue sneaky sneak? Or the thief sneaky sneak and do perception?
Sneaky, sneaky.
Do you want to sneak ahead, Jack, and see what you find?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna swipe the key card and step out of his way. I'm not going in first. I'm not built for that.
Give me a perception for Relia and Delphine to see if you can spot and stay out of the way of the cameras.
Awesome, 22.
Cool. Very nice.
Really quickly, before Jack goes in, Delphine touches his shoulder and there's this golden glow that travels from her chest to her hands and onto Jack's body, and you get barrier, which is concentration for up to 10 minutes, so you get a +2 bonus to your AC.
Barrier.
Nice. So you are now both short and hard to hit.
Magnificent.
Oof, I got a 12 on my perception.
So Delphine, you don't spot the cameras, but I'll say Riley is able to kind of direct you out of the view of the cameras that she spotted with her 22. And for Jack, give me a stealth check as you start to try and sneak down the hallways.
Dirty 20.
Alright. And also give me a perception. See what you notice.
I get a dirty 20 and then a 6.
You're not used to the slight glow about you.
So you sneak past the door and you can see straight ahead. You can see the controls where you can disconnect the wing.
Oh.
You going for it?
Oh, happily. Yes, this is my element. Time to take control. So yes, he is. Let him have these controls.
Yeah, skirting along the walls, keeping crouched under any windows. Just you are focused on getting to the other end of the wing. As you're sneaking along, And Riley and Delphine, you are waiting, and 10 seconds pass. And then 30 seconds. How long do you wait until you attempt to communicate or check on Jack?
If he doesn't say anything about having spotted any adversary or anything, it wouldn't be long before Rylea would slowly enter behind him.
Yeah, Delphine, if she doesn't hear anything in the comms, will follow Ryla and just kind of peek around, like, what you doing, buddy?
So, give me a round of stealth and perception.
Oh no, I was too concentrated on my job.
Stealth, you say? How good is this character at that? Yeah. I got a 10. And you said perception?
I got a 12 on stealth.
Yeah, perception. See what you notice as you are...
14.
A 12 again.
So you spot Jack, who is, creeping along the walls, being very sneaky and stealthy about it. You almost don't spot him, but dinosaur costume kind of sticks out a little bit. He doesn't seem to be attracting other attention, though. But you notice that there are some rooms on the other side where, part of the wall is solid, but part of it's, see-through glass. And you see there are security guards as well as groups of people that are in the rooms. It looks almost kind of like they have individual cells.
Does it look like they've spotted us yet?
You note that the ones nearest to the doors are starting to come and look as you walk just quietly right down the middle of the hallway.
Act like we belong.
Roll me a performance check.
Both of us?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, I don't know. Delphine, are you going to try and play it like you belong here? What are you doing when you see that some of the guards are moving towards you? Also, there's a bunch of people captive.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I've rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
Seeing the fumble, she's gonna try and make it look like she has captured Ryla, and is
Performance with disadvantage.
oof.
That was a net 1.
It
Sorry.
was. These dice today are gonna get us killed.
Yeah, 5.
They are. You grab Riley to pretend like you ever captured Riley. It's what are you doing? Because you both have two very different approaches.
And that probably gets the guards.
These two step out the door and raise their weapons at you, and they still haven't noticed Jack, who is just down the hall.
Cool. If Jack is
That's
still
fine.
being stealthy, screw it. Fight.
Yep.
Okay.
In Jack's head, all he hears is scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle.
To be honest, I was imagining how Kronk does the ba-da-ba-ba.
You know what? That's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say let's get that initiative roll.
Yeehaw.
Do I have to?
The dice.
These dice.
Nat 20.
Okay, then. So, as these guards raise their weapons, and Jack, you still have no idea that anything is going on, what do you do?
If I can get to those controls, I wanted to trigger a... Well, I was going to do this regardless. I was going to trigger a red alarm.
You want to trigger the self-destruct sequence or something like that?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
We're not supposed to blow this place up.
That's the exact opposite of what we want.
We have prisoners.
Yeah, Just give me a flat intelligence check, Jack, as you're debating what you want to do.
It's only a 12.
You weren't sure you'd be able to turn the self-destruct sequence off, or how long the countdown would be.
Nope, that's dumb.
I mean, it would certainly be distracting, but you also, as far as you know, haven't found any of the captives, which is, like, goal number 1. The reason that you want to disconnect from the security hub is so that they can't send in any additional reinforcements or do, like, a security override so you can get control.
So that's actually what I'm going to be working on, is the security override.
Yep. You still have to get over there, though.
Yep. Alrighty. Do I need to do another stealth roll?
I'll say attention is not focused on you at the moment, and you are still doing the same thing.
Slowly but surely.
So you're just gonna do the 30 feet, or are you gonna do like a dash?
Do the full 30 feet. Nope. If I dash something, I could cause noise. Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay, so you continue 30 more feet down the hallway.
Because I have an idea. Because I had locked down certain doors.
Locking down doors can be helpful.
Yep, I know exactly what I need to do.
Though locking down guards in the room with civilians.
We need to get them out.
Yeah. So if that is your turn, it is the security guard's turn. Just gonna come right on up and smack you with this battle rod.
I don't like that. I don't want that.
And that is a 5 to hit. Just very awkward, kind of clunky swing. Just completely misses. Feel like he shouldn't have missed, but he did. And now it's the guard that is still in the other side of the room who just saw his friend leave. Perception. He doesn't know why his friend just left, so that guard is going to stay put. And then the other guard who stepped out. So the first guard that attacked, very kind of clunky armor, looks like a lot of tech augmentations. The second guard that stepped out, armor is a little more sleek. Pull back and is going to shoot at Delphine. And that would be an 8 to hit.
That does not. She just with her shield.
Yeah. Rylia,
Yeah.
it's your turn as you're standing in front of this kind of awkward looking guard.
Yeah. I'm gonna push him away.
Okay.
And by that, I mean my prime talent push.
That's a helpful prime talent.
15?
Actually, no, just misses.
Yeah.
You send the energy at him and it just kind of slides off the armor.
Okay.
This fight's going great, guys.
Yeah.
Delphine, it's your turn. Person far away tried to shoot you. Person in front of Rylia kind of tried to hit her.
Yeah, she will move up and flank this person, and we'll try and do bonus action. She's gonna do Scorching Strike at 2nd level on her weapon for the next time I hit a creature, and then she's gonna attack with the double-bladed staff.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
A dirty 20 does indeed hit.
Cool. So that's gonna be... They take 5 slashing damage, then Scorching Strike with 6 points of fire damage. And they need a con save of 13.
They're unconscious.
Cool! I did my job.
You just get this one hit with your staff on fire. They drop to the ground, and something with how they land, it's like the helmet comes off and it rolls up, and you can tell they're not dead, but they're out like a light. Give me a perception check.
Sure. 7!
You see something shiny inside of the helmet that's kind of weird. Not sure what it is though, but they're not a problem anymore, so it's fine.
She'll point that out later. they just kind of do that figure 8, vroom, 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 lightsaber spin, and just point the double blade at the other one.
Nicely done. And now it's back to Jack.
Mm-hmm.
You heard a gunshot, and the body hit the ground long enough after that it wasn't connected. What do you do?
Alright, I need to get a move on. I can't divert from the plan. Because just going back, that's not going to help anything. Because then I still need to go rush off. He's continuing on.
Not gonna bonus action dash. Just keep going.
You know what? I have to dash now.
Alright.
I have to dash because this is...
So you realize there's a fight going on, and you are just sprinting as fast as your little legs can carry you. Give me another stealth roll.
Oh no.
Does he get advantage because we're making the biggest ruckus behind him and they're going to be focused on that, not him?
Oh no! They know I'm here now. How many nat ones?
What are the odds?
I don't
We've
know.
rolled, 4 nat ones since we began?
About 5.
Yeah, no, this is something else.
Oh my god.
So you are definitely noticed by the security guard in the room that you just ran by,
Oh dear.
as well as the guard that was on the other end of the room, the second guard, does notice you, but is really far away from the door.
Well, I know what I'm doing on my next turn.
Yeah.
I'm so casting system lock on that door. You stuck in that room, buddy.
I just had the most evil thought. What if we're actually fighting the families and they're being mind controlled?
Please don't say that.
I'm not that evil.
You describe these rooms as cells, right?
And there's something in the helmet.
Yeah, so cells are like kind of towards the back, and there's area where the guards can walk around in front of.
Right. So somebody's being kept here, is what you're saying.
I'm just lost in the fact that
Yeah.
there's something shiny in the helmets.
You don't know
I will
that?
tell you later.
So the security guard that you knocked unconscious rolled a dat 20
Oh, son of...
Oh,
on his
come
death
on.
save.
What is with these dice?
Doesn't that mean they just stabilize?
I roll with the 20, like, pops up at 1 hit point, just gasps awake. He's like, oh, thank God, it's gone. Thank the stars, it's gone. Seems panicked and relieved and not at all freaked out about being dead, but that's his turn. So, security guard that noticed you, Jack,
Uh-huh.
is going to walk over here, have the door open,
Uh-oh.
and is going to shoot you.
Ah!
You have +2 to your AC.
I have a whopping 15 AC.
Hey, that's what mine is.
It misses, but so there's like a space between the 2 rooms on the opposite side as you, Jack,
Uh-huh.
which is where the captives are, though I don't know if you've noticed them yet, but where there is no glass walls. The person behind that door just noticed you. Heard the sound of a gunshot hitting the door. We'll get to that in a bit. So now it's time for the scale guard, who's just going to dash to get to where the excitement is going on, and does not get to the door, so that's their turn. Other Gale Guard is going to take a shot at Delphine again. Ha! 23 to hit.
Yes.
I finally hit something, guys.
Yay.
So that would be 5 piercing damage and 8 cold damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Okay. You feel the cold tries to get into your system and lock up your joints, but you just shake it off. Rylea, it's your turn. You have a barely conscious security guard on the ground in front of you, and someone just shot your friend. Also, Jack is being shot at.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the ground isn't, he hasn't gone, he's recovering, not actively hostile at the moment. Yeah.
He's not hostile.
Okay.
He's just having a little freak out.
I'm gonna Psyblast the one that just shot Delphine.
Yeah, the guard that's in the fancy armor.
Yeah. 19.
See, that hits.
Alrighty, takes 2d10 psychic damage. Ooh, 11.
So you cast this blast of psychic energy, and you see a guard like clutches their head, glaring angrily at you.
I'll just wave at him.
So that was effective. And Delphine, it is your turn.
Cool. So I'm in my full 25. I take out one of the throwing blades, and I'm gonna try and hit him with the throwing blade. And if I do hit, I'm going to use one of my... what do they call it in the system? Infused range strike. Where I can do radiant damage.
Infuse it with energy from your rig.
Yep. Does a 15 hit?
Just misses.
Ah! Okay. Well, I will mark one slot off, because she would have had it pop with how it normally works, and
Yeah.
just glowing weapon right next to their head.
Yeah. Barely grazes the edge of their helmet.
It looks cool, dang it! That's my turn.
So you huck the dagger. Now it's time. You see someone steps out of the door. And well, this is more excitement than we've seen in a while. I was starting to get bored. Pulls out his heavy pistol and is going to take a shot at Jack.
Ah!
And then a shot at... Hang on.
Would he still have the +2 to AC, or do I need to roll a d20 to see if he would? Because I got hit.
Oh yeah,
Since
you
it's
did get
concentration.
hit. So yeah, give me the concentration check to see if he still has the bonus to AC.
10.
He still has the armor bonus, as he's going to be shot at with a heavy pistol. Roll with a nat 20
Oh, no.
to hit for 24.
Ow!
Ouch!
Sorry.
I don't know. Can you have it yet?
He's a cybermancer.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he was...
No,
Yeah.
I'm an outlaw. I'm an outlaw cybermancer.
The sneaky rogue is not a class thing. That's just personality.
My bad.
It hurts.
So that's for 7 piercing damage.
Ow.
I picture like you would turn to face the person who shot at you the last time, and you just get pegged in the back. And then he is going to take another shot at Delphine, who is a very obvious target down the hallway. For a 21 to hit.
Fine.
Delphine, you got hit for 9 piercing damage.
This is fine.
Bonus action. Click a button. We got a security breach in the medical wing. We'll be taking him in for subjects once it's dealt with. And it's Jack's turn. You still have the risk of some reinforcements coming from the security hub, as long as you are attached.
Must get to console. But going to light that man's pants on fire. So before Jack continues to run, he's gonna do a firebolt.
Alright,
Take that.
roll to hit.
Will a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. So that'll be 2d10 fire.
Ow.
That is 11 fire damage.
Yeah, he's got no fancy resistances, so he takes the full fire damage, and then you're just gonna light him on fire and then keep going.
Yup. Take that. Your pants are on fire.
Oh yeah, you've also lost your shield after Delphine's last hit.
Oh no.
Because she got a 4 on the Constitution check.
That is 6 nat 1s in a row, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are and non-binary pals who are keeping score at home.
It hurts.
Yeah. Y'all are doing great, guys.
We may have a part 2 to this after being captured.
So, aside from the ones that came out of the room where most of the captives were, they're all wearing that same kind of clunkier looking armor. The ones that were in the rooms with the captives had the nicer, sleeker, more, it looks like more customized armor, almost. I'll let y'all figure out what that means.
Oh.
Jack, give me a stealth check.
Gladly. Are you kidding me?
I'm getting my physical dice. I am getting my physical dice.
Please use a different dice roller. You don't have to use Shard anymore. If you want to live to see the end of this game.
I'm mentally broken.
I am so glad my character prepared that message ahead of time.
As the security guard in the, farthest room to the back steps out and is going to shoot Jack.
Oh. His dice are broken.
I don't think a 10 hits.
Oh, thank God.
Just misses. It's another person with, clunkier armor. And now it is time for the security guard who almost died. Actually, he did die, but he got better. I think he's just gonna,
lie down.
I think he will use half of his movement. He'll stand up really shakily and then just, slowly back away. He's like, you have to help them before they find out. You have to help them, please.
That's what we're here for.
Give me a persuasion check.
14? Why did I do that? I have a d20 in my hand.
Have it. And also, I'm assuming as he's backing out of melee range, you were not making any moves.
Mm-mm.
Families are back to the right of me. People that look like me, some sort of external control. They're the only ones you need to worry about. I'm gonna have him roll stealth to see if he can cover his gesture towards the... Whew.
We're going to get out everyone we can.
Rather obviously points towards the guard that Delphine was facing off against. Says, they're the only ones you need to worry about. And you can see out over the corner of your shoulder, the guard he's pointing to clocks that he's pointing to them and talking to you and not attacking you, and you're not attacking them.
We just have to move faster then.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's a security guard that is still in the room that it's got a bunch of computers and so forth in it. And he is going to step out and come up to Jack and attempt to bludgeon you with the battle rod.
That's not nice.
Misses. This guard swings like he's trying to hit an average height person. Even though definitely knows you are not an average height person. Doesn't even hit the top of the costume.
I think that leaves you, that Jack's just stunned, wow.
I mean, would Jack like to roll an insight check?
Yes. Yes, he would. Oh, it's 16.
This person's not willingly attacking you.
Oh, great.
And meanwhile, the guard that is still in the room with all of the hostages has run back to a control panel. It looks like they're starting to do something to cue something up, and around that time you hear a voice echoing throughout the wing.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
This wing will destruct in 10.
Oh, hells. Get ready, something's coming. I need to go stop the self-destruct.
All right.
So you're running ahead?
Yes. And then she immediately takes off.
Tyburn runs up the wall.
You just immediately run off the wall as we see this giant mech
Uh-oh.
coming down the hall towards the threat. You'll have to run past it, Zataya, to get to the room. So, it's the Mecharoid's turn first.
Oh, wow.
It
Okay.
only gets one attack.
Oh no.
I'll say you all have time to move and spread out before it comes within range.
Yeah, I think I was already behind everybody. I was moving slower.
Yeah.
Velkath would just start to move, like, to start getting in between this and his friends.
Just ran to the nearest wall to get a good vantage point
Makes sense.
and stay out of sight.
It is a large automaton.
Nice.
You're welcome, Tyburn. And it's immediately going to lift the gun mount, point its gun mount at Velkath,
Yeah,
who
do
is
it.
the biggest threat,
I'm
and
big.
it is going to shoot you.
Do it. 16.
That is going to miss.
Nice. Hits him. Doesn't do anything.
It just goes right past and right over Glorp's head.
Just lays on the floor.
Just immediate pancake.
It wasn't very nice.
Zataya.
Yeah. I'm gonna dash.
Let's go, Zataya.
You just start booking it down the hallway, trying to avoid this large automaton.
Yeah.
Anything else, or are you just focused?
The one thing she's gonna do is she's not ignoring it. Especially getting this close to it, I'm keeping a very close eye on it.
So the intuitive where it gets a disadvantage on if it melee attacks you?
Ooh, I gotta watch that. I only have one more. You know what? Yes, I am going to use that this time as well. I'm really close to this.
Yeah. That's big.
Yeah.
So bonus action, keeping a real good eye on it.
Yeah.
And then I guess Glorp. It's your turn.
Let's go, Glorp.
Uh-huh. Okay. I run up to be behind Velkath.
Do it.
You have a new gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this gun at the thing. So I don't have it in my like inventory or anything. I can't find it in the equipment section.
Right? Oh, it's a power. It's not actually a weapon. Sorry.
Carried around this big metal tube, and I'm like, I go to shoot it, and it's like, throws it to the side.
Yeah. Velkath just ripped one of its arms off and gave it to you.
I thought it was. I'm very
Came
sorry.
out of-
Smacks it a couple times. There's no power on button.
Oh, damn it. Sorry.
That's
So you
okay.
just gotta use your pistol.
Yeah, I'll just shoot it with my pistol.
Let's go.
Sure. 19.
That hits.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
It's got the same AC as the rest of the party, everyone but you.
Hey, for 4 damage. Great.
Every little bit helps, honestly.
Yep, everything counts.
Ping, and you see a bit of metal flake off.
Got him.
It was an amazing shot.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, use a assault drone tech power, which I didn't actually mean to hit as a thing to cast because I can't attack because I can't quite get to it this turn. But it's a spiritual weapon essentially.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna
I
kind
love this
of
game.
drop it. Like I can only drop it as far as I can drop it away from me. So. Well, yeah, that little guy just flies out of my rig on my back, just a little. And yeah, and that's it for me.
Just this teeny little robot friend goes zoom, straight for the Big Mac.
As I hide behind Velka.
Do it. Yes.
Because Velkath gives you full cover.
I do.
If you're right behind him.
You're 4'6". I'm 6'4".
Love that for you.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle at 5'5".
Nice. It's all in the boots he wears.
I'm a very average 5'10".
Also very respectable.
I doubt I'm even half your weight though, which is very funny. Tiny and scrawny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
This
big
is
boy.
the teeny little boy that is really hard to hit. Velka, it's your turn.
It already shot at us, right? Like it has range abilities.
It tried to shoot you, yeah. It's got a gun.
Then I'm gonna try to close the distance. I'm not gonna get there. I will just dash the 60 feet and just get as close as I can. But next round, it's gonna be fun.
Just zoom towards it. Tyburn, what do you do?
I bet you've all heard this one.
You're gonna shoot it?
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna... First, I want to move closer to get a better angle. Not that it matters, I'm above all your heads. So, just gonna run along the wall. Since it is my first turn of a combat, I get that additional attack.
Nice.
So, I'll take 3 shots at it.
And it's your favorite kind of thing to kill.
Yeah, it is.
You would recognize this as the titanium Mechoroid.
That sounds fantastic. I forget if I get anything special for attacking my favorite enemy. If I mark it, I could. But I think I'm gonna hold off on that this round and just make sure I get all of my attacks instead. So, bang, bang, bang.
Nice.
12 misses.
That's a 12, which lets me bring up another thing about being a hunter that I forgot, is I have Barrage Assault, which means that once each turn, when I miss a weapon attack, I can make another weapon attack as the same action. I also have Throwing Knives.
Okay.
So, when that shot misses, I can throw a blade, which also misses because that's a 14. But
Yeah.
that just means I have twice as many chances to hit. Second gunshot is a 26.
That hits.
And the third shot is a nat 1.
Oh. High or low?
Low.
You don't hit Velka.
Ah, thank you.
Good. Because I always get made fun of when I choose low instead of high. And I will go ahead and then do another throwing blade because I have a renewable blade belt, which means I will never run out of blades.
That's so cool.
And that's a 26.
I almost went with one of those.
Very rad.
Which means that
That
is...
hits. You get 1 shot and 1 knife.
I'll take it. So, shot damage is 7, and the throwing blade is 4. So, 11 total damage.
Nice. Starting to wear this guy down.
Let's get him.
Yeah.
I am built to run in and attack. That's all I need to worry about.
Honestly, that's pretty cool.
It's the Mechoroid's turn. It's just gonna go for the most intimidating looking thing. So
Do
it is
it.
going to come up to Velka
Do it.
and try and hit you with its power hammer.
Oh, dang.
Not the drone?
A power hammer. Sounds wild.
Power hammer sounds cool.
It's gonna hit Velka. They can't get to the drone. And melee weapons deal 1 extra die of damage when it hits.
Cool.
Great.
So
Great.
that's a 22 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
For 10 bludgeoning.
Awesome. It's not too bad.
Very
It just smashes you with a hammer.
Oh. He says, looking at the hammer in his shoulder.
Zataya,
Wow.
you booking it?
Well, I'm gonna shoot it first.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it.
Give me the roll.
23.
That hits.
Nasty.
So that's 10 plus a death strike because Valkith is right there. So 10 damage
Oof.
and then 8d6. Oh, that was pretty crappy roll, but 20 additional damage for my death strike.
Hey, wanna know a
Nice.
fun fact? It had 5 hit points left.
Oh, dang. Whoa.
You shoot its head off. You shoot it and its body just collapses to pieces on the ground.
Whoa.
is dead.
Nice.
And then
Okay.
she just continues booking it.
Yeah, just continue.
Those gun things are really, really wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be another dash.
Get out
Not
of here.
mine. I'm terrible at it.
You did a large amount of laser damage to this thing. It was very amazing.
As Zatea just keeps running, sprinting
I know there's a self-destruct somewhere.
forward. You see the countdown. You've lost a little bit of time, but you're confident you still have enough time to hack to stop this.
Data Ghost is still up.
Leaping over the counter again.
Vault over the counter. You have exactly one goal in life, which is to stop this countdown.
Yep. Shh, computers.
Yep, give me the roll to hack in.
Oof, these
Have
rolls.
advantage on this roll. 28.
Yeah, so you follow much the same thing you did the first time, and you are able to stop the countdown. The guard who is at the panel looks up for a moment and just goes back to what they're doing. 9. It's time for the other guard's turn. Have them roll just a general intelligence. Cool. They know how to solve this problem.
Oh, goody.
Comes up to Delphine and pulls out the sword and is going to slash you with it. 16 to hit.
18 AC, baby.
All right. So just like kind of skids across the outside of your armor, and you see these flakes of cold as it misses.
But now they're close enough for me to hit them.
And the countdown continues. 8. Rylea, it is your turn.
Okay, is that door open?
Odds or evens?
Even.
Yeah. When the guard came out, they left the door open.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Because Rylea is going to dash inside the room.
There's like a wide variety of people in here, and as soon as the countdown started, they started panicking.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do? Also, at this point, the countdown is stopped, and you don't know why.
That's fine. Just for flavor, because of what I'm going to do next round, she clenches a fist. And there's just a couple little, easy to miss if you weren't looking, but a little bit of electricity just seems to coalesce around her hand.
Give me a perception check.
24. Why do I keep rolling on there? I have dice directly in front of me. It didn't go bad, but 24.
As you're looking at this guard who's been typing into the console, you see a prompt pop up. Are you sure you wish to initiate subject venting procedure?
Do it, and I make your death painful and slow.
Guard doesn't even look at you. I don't fear death. Delphine, it's your turn.
Cool. I can only deal with the one in front of me right now because I don't hear any of this going on. So I'm gonna do that.
You heard the self-destruct sequence, but just stopped after 8, and you're not really sure why.
Yeah, screw it. We're gonna attack, and if it works, we'll do an infused melee strike. So she's gonna hit with the bladed staff.
Alright.
14?
Nope.
Dang it. Okay. So that doesn't hit.
Yeah. You swing with the staff and just catches on their shield.
Cool. I will use my zone defender. I will go into a defensive stance that lasts until the start of my next turn. While I'm in a defensive stance, I can make opportunity attacks without using my reaction, and I can use my reaction to make a melee attack against a creature that moves more than 5 feet while within my range. So essentially I get 2 attacks if they move.
Fancy. Well, it is now the security director's turn, who is wearing different style of armor than the fancy people. Is going to take 2 shots at Delphine, 'cause figure that they got Jack covered. 18 is gonna miss.
No, 18 would hit because it's my armor class.
16 is going to miss, I meant, because your
Okay.
armor class is 18, and then a 9 is also going to miss.
Yeah, I don't think even bothering to look, she just spins the double-bladed energy saber, whatever it is, and just...
You're focused on the fight and missed the fact that you bat both bullets out of the air. You're pretty sure if you tried that, you couldn't do that.
Exactly, but we're cool right now.
Exactly. So that's his 2 moves. Jack, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, seeing as I can pick up that this guard is basically being forced to attack me, I'm just gonna cast Levitate on him.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please. As a 14.
You got a 17.
Oh.
So you attempt to levitate the guard and just doesn't go anywhere.
Feet don't fail me now.
It's okay. Everybody has trouble getting it up every once in a while.
Ayo! It's a good thing we're in a medical facility.
Yeah. They got pills for that now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Also say, Jack, at this point, you could tell like there are more people in the room behind you, and the guard that just came out of that room is going to shoot you.
Yay! Everything is fine.
I promise this is not intentional, but I got another net 20.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
The dice gods are hungry today.
Yeah, for Jack specifically.
I mean, we've gotten a lot of nat ones.
It's fine, little buddy. Just come back. I've got lay on or the Espergenesis equivalent of healing.
Yeah, so you get shot in the back again
Ah!
for 10 piercing damage.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I'm very bloody, but I'm still up.
Ow. So now with the security guard that's at a grand total of 1 hit point. I think he's gonna like shift over to the side a bit, and he's gonna shoot the guard that you're attacking, Delphine. Or try to. That was an 8. And the Gale Guard definitely noticed that. And now, for the security guard that you just tried to levitate, it's going to attempt to bludgeon you again with the battle rod, Jack.
Ah!
That's a 14 to hit.
Oh, it's just 1 higher, yep.
Oh no, I promise I'm not trying to kill you, and it's not personal.
Oh, God, it hurts.
That's only 4 bludgeoning damage.
Ah!
How alive are you?
I have 5 hit points left.
No.
It was that nat 20 that took out over half my health.
Yeah, Jack is having a bad time. You're starting to think maybe dressing like a dinosaur makes you a bit more of a target than you thought it would.
Jack will never. He will regret nothing.
So the guard that is standing at the console,
Mm-hmm.
when looking at the prompt, hits yes. A 30-second countdown begins.
Oh, perfect. I have time to make it painful.
And turns around to face you and is going to shoot you.
He can fucking try.
19 to hit.
That hits.
So that's 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And 9 cold damage.
Ow.
And I also need a constitution saving throw from you.
Fuck's sake, why? Ah, I hate it. Not even physical dice could save me. That's a natural 1.
What is that, like 10?
My physical dice! I'm using my pretty dice, too!
That's the problem. They're pretty. They don't have to work good.
Get into jail.
Your speed is halved until the start of their next turn.
Oh, that's fine. I don't need speed for what I'm doing. I have a reaction to that attack, by the way.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What is it?
Treason range. Oh, perfect! That is exactly right. My psychic backlash. When I take within response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet that you can see. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw, and I am going to let's do that as a rank 3.
21 for the dex save.
Okay, well, he'll take half then. Half of 21. 10 psychic damage. As his shot lands, and she hits him with an evil eye. And we see a mark flash just for a moment, like, on his forehead.
Yeah, so that head's just... Ow!
How's he not dead yet?
That's the first damage he's taken.
That was the first time that guard's been hit.
Damage earlier.
He's been in the room
no.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Gotcha, it was the other one.
So the guard just kind of shakes his head. Interesting to crack your brain open, see how you did that. You could help us greatly in what we're trying to do here. So the other guard just glares over your shoulder, Delphine, at the security guard who is turned on your side. It's exactly 1 hit point. It's a miracle this guy's standing. We'll bring you back just long enough to make you watch your family go. And is gonna shoot him.
Does she move at all to get a better shot?
No.
Dang it.
And she misses. It just pings into the wall and Price screws up some of the controls, and because that was a nat 1. See, I get those too sometimes.
So many nat 1s.
That's what, 11?
And she just completely misses that guy.
Take a sip of water, listeners, every time there's a nat 1.
Yeah. Stay hydrated.
Get you very hydrated. Raylia, it's your turn.
Oh, good. You know that electricity that I described earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna transform into a lightning whip. At what level do I want to do this at?
1.
Oh, she's pissed. Let's do this at, what's my highest? 3rd level.
Do you roll or do I roll?
I'm rolling. I have to hit first. It's a ranged channeling attack, so I do have to hit. Thank fucking God. 26.
Damn, was that a nat 20 or?
No, it's a 19. It was very close.
Still nice. That does hit. So now I do a con save.
On a hit, I do, because I cast it at, let's see, 1d10 for each rank above 1, so it'll do 3d10 damage.
Okay.
The Constitution save is if they spend their turn freeing themselves from it.
Gotcha.
On a hit, it latches on.
All right.
16 lightning damage. As she racks her hand out with that whip and wraps it around his neck.
Yeah, and you can tell the lightning coursing through his body is very bad for his health.
That's the point. This one is in fancy armor, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
one of the it's a fancy armor one.
I was gonna say, to be fair, it wouldn't matter given what he just approved on the computer.
Yeah, so the 2 in the fancy armor are Gale Guard. The others are just regular security guard, except for the dude that can attack twice is a security director.
That's my turn.
That hurts real good. Delphine, it's your turn.
Huzzah! Guess what? We're gonna attack this person in front of me because they shot our new friend, and that's rude. So, we're gonna try with the double-bladed staff again.
You might also be aware that Jack is very hurt and very alone.
If I don't take care of this one, it will attack of opportunity, and I'm at half health, so I'm trying to deal with her before I go running. Because I still have my movement.
You are also in a hospital.
True. 18?
That hits.
Cool. 9 slashing altogether?
Nice. They're starting to look kind of hurt, pretty hurt. They're
Okay,
still
cool.
not wavering, though.
You know what? Screw it. Bonus action. We're gonna use Scorching Strike at 1st level and do another d6 on there.
Okay.
3 fire.
You manage to get under the shield and jab them in the side. Just like, ah! They're starting to get annoying.
And you're incredibly rude.
I'm here for a reason. You're here to be a tool.
No, that's your mother.
It's the security director's turn. He has also noticed that it looks like one of the guards has turned. Well, higher-ups be disappointed to know that that isn't working as well as we thought it would be, but we can always learn more later. And is going to do a shot at Delphine.
Bring it.
21 to hit
Yeah.
for 8 piercing damage.
Yep. That hurts.
Yeah. And then a shot at the security guard who turned. And it misses. I think this guy has plot armor.
We'll take it with how bad we're rolling.
Oh my god, right?
Yeah. So he's done. Jack, it's your turn.
Oh, joy. Okay.
Please fix.
You might have to knock this guy out if you don't want to die.
Yep, I'm gonna have to. Poor dude. I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna have to hit you with a side blast. Will a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Yay!
7 psychic damage. Not bad, not bad. Just kind of shakes his head as that hits. And now, okay, which... Oh yeah, you are a guy who miraculously has plot armor. I'm like, I have like 3 security guards. I'm like, wait, which one are you? He's gonna try and shoot the director.
Excellent!
For 15 to hit. And it does 6 piercing.
Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Yay!
We'll take it.
Yeah, so your new friend just shot his old boss. Says, this won't stand for long. You can't keep hiding this anymore. I'm not gonna sit back and let this happen.
For flavor, can Delphine touch her comm and ask the AI? I can't remember what it's called.
Nexus.
Nexus, keep recording. Make sure this gets out.
Affirmative. Do you need my assistance with anything?
Help! I don't know what she can do. Her cover's already blown.
I will attempt to see what I can do within their systems. Please hold. And the second security guard, I apologize, is gonna shoot at Jack because you're the only one in range.
Delphine's not in range?
Not for the guy at the end of the hallway, so that's 21 to hit.
Ah!
Oh no.
Oh, and I got max damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So Jack goes unconscious.
Oh goody.
You just hear a zap and then a thud as Jack hits the floor.
Ow.
It's probably more of a clang.
Clang.
And now time for this other security guard who I'm gonna have him do wisdom save. After taking that psychic damage, the security guard who's standing in front of Jack just like shakes his head, grabs the helmet, and just rips it off and throws it to the ground. Just no. I say that's his whole turn, but I think he's actually going to turn his attention to the other security guard who is still has the helmet on. And so like as he throws the helmet to the ground, you see something thin and metallic, kind of like foot clatter, fall out. So he's free. Galgard in the room with you, Aurelia, is going to...
He's not immobilized by the whip. It just is latched onto him. He can take his action, and if he succeeds on a Constitution saving throw, he can free himself of it.
Cool, he's just gonna shoot you.
That's fine, too.
20 to hit?
Yeah, that hits. I am going to use my reaction to reduce that damage, by the way.
For 6 piercing
Yeah, I have a deferred energy emitter.
And 5 cold.
I reduce my damage by 1d10 plus dex mod. Ooh, reduce that by 10 damage.
It blocks, but still, like, just barely graces you for 1 hit point worth of damage.
Yeah, it was between doing that or my reaction last time to damage the instead. That time I was like, nope, I've taken enough damage at the moment.
Okay, now it's time for the guard that's facing off against Rylea.
Isn't that the one that just shot me?
Not Rylea,
Delphine?
Delphine. Ray, yes. It's going to attempt to bludgeon. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
5 slashing, and 8 cold.
Ow.
You are down in single digits. It just
This is not going
slices
well.
across you. And Riley, it's your turn.
Yep, okay, he did not get out of my whip, so I am going to take my action to deal 1d10 more damage.
Okay.
4 more lightning damage. And she just sends another jolt through the whip.
Yeah, that hurt.
Nexus?
Yes.
There is currently a program running on this terminal in front of me set to terminate test subjects. Can you stop that? It has about 20 seconds left.
I am on it. Roll, and that's a 19.
Thank you, AI.
So you just see behind the guard just a familiar scrawl of this isn't the first time you've had Nexus take over some. Oh, excellent. It seems that somebody left a back door open.
Thank you.
I have control of the systems. Is there anything else you require?
Not without knowing what you have access to.
Understood. I will look and see.
And Riley is going to thank her and just give a smug smirk to the guy she's got in her whip. Because this wasn't like any sub-vocal. This was out loud. She's obvious as fuck that she's doing this.
Yeah, isn't able to look behind, but you can see this person is panicked and actually, better idea. I'm gonna have them roll intelligence.
I'm skilled in intimidation.
We'll see what that results in a second. Delphine, it's your turn.
Be a UT full. Cool. She's gonna slap her hand on her chest and kind of like with the shield, it's just this pulse of warm gold that synchronizes out from her chest in her hand. And she's gonna use all 25 of her regenerative force to keep them focused on her and shooting. And then bonus action, enter Zone Defender again.
You feel so much better now.
I do.
There is just like this little like chirping, trilling noise that is coming from the security director's office. Nexus shows the right sound. Security director hears it. Immediately about face, goes back into the room, which locks behind him.
Bless this robot.
I have secured the director, so he is no longer an issue.
Thank you.
Delphine just... If a Bellor could grin evilly at the person in front of them.
Just a smug glow.
Yes, smug glow. It's like this neon orange.
So, Jack, death save.
Alrighty, here we go.
Hang on, little buddy. Help us on the way.
Yay!
You
Yay!
pass.
Jack is still breathing. So, your new buddy, well, your first new buddy, is just gonna shoot the Gale Guard again. He just misses, unfortunately. The only security guard who hasn't become a problem yet is going to dash towards the only person that's not unconscious on the ground, but that is his turn, which leaves your other friendly security guard, who is going to run over to his friend who still has the helmet on and is going to attempt to rip the helmet off for a nat 20. I kid you not.
Yes!
Hallelujah!
Grabs the helmet, rips it off, tosses it to the ground. You see the other guard just kind of like stagger, shake their head, and just like,
These guards are
oh
more.
fuck, that was terrible.
These guards are more efficient than we are.
They really are.
You good? Yeah, I'm good. Oh, our family's okay. And they turn their attention back to the back room in the back. You all hear Nexus. Is there any other assistance I can provide?
Right. Excuse me, is there another AI in the system? We have one that can deal with that.
It appears that whatever AI or program is running this wing of the station has been stuck in an update.
Oh no, how terrible, it's in an update. And the neon orange glow just gets even more obnoxious and brighter.
It appears that an administrator attempted to make some change to the update while it was in progress. I estimate this was not long before the escape happened. It is unclear why an administrator would do such a thing, because from what I can tell, the update was proceeding according to plan.
Then you're good. They're safe. The AI is being dealt with. As for you, she turns back to the guard that's in front of her. You owe me a pound of flesh.
Yeah, it's not your turn yet. First, it is the...
Yes, I know, but I can still say...
It's the guard that's in the room with Rylea. Snarls at you. You won't get away with this.
We already have.
The work will continue, whether we succeed or not. We are many. Goes to shoot you. Misses. It's a 15. I don't think that hits.
15 is my AC.
Oof. So,
It hit.
goes to shoot you. You get 4 slashing damage. Just using regular bullets now.
Yeah, no, let's do Psychic Backlash then as my reaction. Instead of reducing that damage, because I can take that.
Yeah?
So, Dex saving throw.
It's a 4.
Ooh, 15 psychic damage.
Drops to the ground unconscious. Had 8 hit points left.
Yeah, yes.
All the people who are stuck just start cheering and...
Hooray!
So he shoots her again. She just glares at him. That mark on his forehead flares again. And then he drops. And she snaps her fingers. The electricity just...
And here, Nexus. Let me know when you wish me to open the doors for the captives.
Delphine, how's that one you were handling? Actually, she's gonna stop as she's asking that and, like, move to look out the door.
You look out the door as the one facing against Delphine attempts another slash for an 8.
Bats it aside with the shield.
Gets batted aside by the shield. Still looking pretty hardy.
Okay, that's fine.
Rylea, it's your turn.
Oh. She will tell Nexus, go ahead and open the cage. And she's going to...
Understood. You hear click, 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 and even some down the hall as the doors start to open and people start to be able to, like, step out. They aren't leaving the room yet, at least in the room you're in.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to Psy Blast the one that Delphine is facing. Wait, that just rolled damage, mother.
Well, now roll to attack.
Yeah. See, 11 plus 18.
It hits. And they go unconscious.
Yeah.
That was exactly the amount of hit points that they have left.
So she's really, like, nonchalant about this. Like, she drops that guy, the electricity whip disappears, tells Nexus, unlock the prisoners, steps like 10 feet back, and a bolt of almost invisible energy. And then she's gonna, like, open the, hold the door open and start escorting people out.
Yeah. So after that, I'll say you're able to someone's able to get to Jack to return him to consciousness.
Oh yeah, I'll hand Delphine a healing ampule.
Yeah, Delphine would have pulled them over and anybody else who was hurt and done the mass mending, which takes 10 minutes, and do like 2d8 plus however many, so everybody gets some hit points back.
Yeah.
Riley is actually not concerned with her injury. She is 100% getting these people out. We'll deal with injuries on the ship later. She's hurt, though. She's hurt.
Sure, if Delphine has another healing ampule, just whoosh, shot into Rylea and then go to the shot to Jack. So at least you're both not hurt.
Yeah. To get everyone back to consciousness, some of the security guards are able to help, like, disconnect the wing from the security wing, just in case. You're able to get everyone out. The people in the first room look like they've been through some shit. You find out later that they were used as essentially test subjects for different mental manipulation devices. The people in the back room were kept as, like, incentives, so most of them weren't part of any of these tests or anything, but it was more of a threat to it. The doctors up at the front, nothing to do with what was going on in the back. They were kept there as part of the
Cover.
It's like basically, cover. But their families were back there. Got some people who maybe look like they haven't been eating or drinking or sleeping quite enough, but they're relatively okay. You're able to load everyone up on the ship. The captain's like, looks like you all have had quite a time. Glad to see you're still alive, though.
Yeah.
Jack, you're not dead anymore, so if you want to attempt to see what information you can hack.
Oh, yes.
Give me computers. Or if you have a hacking tool you can use to roll to use that.
You know, I rolled my computers, I got a 19, I got a 25, I'm happy with it.
Very nice indeed. Yeah, so you're able to basically get everything that they kept, at least on this side. You're pretty sure most of the sensitive information probably was kept in the security hub, but you're able to get pretty much all the records and, like, information on people who have been here officially, some of the stuff on people who were there unofficially. You're able to shove all of the people. It is a very awkward kind of squished ride away as you get people to probably, like, the nearest Alliance base. You actually take them planet side because a lot of them don't want to be on a station again, ever. You're able to take them to, like, an actual medical facility, and they'll eventually be okay. So you talk to them on the way. You learn that some of them are just kind of like people who didn't really have any connections that got taken in under one sort of pretense or another. You find the group of people who are the most recent to try and break in, just a group of hackers that kind of wanted to prove that they could and had a really bad time. They were the group that Tally was with. The ones that broke in had a bit of a rough time. They don't really talk about what happened for a while until they've had a time to, like, speak with professionals in process. The difference between what was real and what was just put into their head using different simulations, and come to accept the fact that what they were made to do wasn't their fault. But they're okay. And you also catch the sign that the information is being backed up. If you'd like to give another roll to see if you can stop that or at least get a copy of it.
Yes.
And while you're doing this, Tybern would probably just ran into the room, up the wall, and is looking around the area, make sure we're secured.
27.
Give me perception for Tybern. Think you get advantage looking for automatons?
I do.
Uh-oh.
I get advantage on perception checks with automatons, which is good, because that is a 12. 19. Better.
This room is clear.
Good.
Zetea, you aren't able to stop the flow of information, but you are able to get a copy that will be backed up.
Good.
While we're looking at this information, since this is a medical wing, can I maybe make a medicine check to figure out what they're doing here?
It's the security control for the medical wing, but yeah, you can look over the information that they're getting.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not as much information, but...
Give me, I believe it's xenobiology.
Oh, I have that too. I like the medicine. We'll do xenobiology. Oh, that's 4, so...
I'll take the medicine check. Because it's less of looking at a body and more of looking at medical information.
Mm-hmm.
So as you look at this information that Zetea might know pieces of, but you have a better understanding of this, you went to school for it.
15 years of schooling.
Yeah, they have been doing a lot of research into mental manipulation, mind control. They started on the individual level, figured out ways to do that, and now they've been working on trying to find ways to broaden the scale and number of people that they can have under the influence of one of the things that they've developed, as well as how long. They're trying to expand what they can do with the research that they have already, which is highly, highly illegal and unethical.
I think reading this, Glorp's Larima, which are his tentacles, all stand on end.
Whoa.
They give it their psychic energy is this is not. All right, well, I'm glad, maybe we should let this place blow up afterwards. As this is bad. Yeah. Let me get everybody out.
Zetea, roll me investigation as you're scanning through this information.
I don't know. I think mental manipulation and mind control sounds like a great thing for a major corporation to have.
Explains why I recognize a lot of names.
Yeah, Vic gets up to some fucked up shit, y'all.
Yeah. It's as a being that has psychic energy naturally, it's that explains why I recognize a lot of names on this list.
Mm-hmm. Also, the Dindus people have been enslaved multiple times, so you're probably I hate everything about this.
Yeah.
11.
You see signs that this information has been forwarded. You cannot find who to. The results have been passed on to someone. You have no idea who.
Okay.
What was your on the medicine check, Glorp? What'd you get?
Yeah, 19.
That was a 19.
Mm-hmm.
You spotted in some of their earlier notes when they were looking for different kinds of test subjects. Originally, they were on the look for loners, and they still kind of are people that it won't be noticed if they go missing. One of the people that they tried to recruit but failed, they were trying to basically get to a point where they could make them unwilling subjects, was Tybern.
Just reading, it's oh, hey, you're also on the list.
Also, I forgot I had advantage on that investigate because of my sharp instincts. So 16 instead of 11.
I think you also spot that they tried to get Tybern into the group, but were unable to find them. And you also spot signs that some of the tests that they have done were done from remote facilities, like clinics and hospitals. like they have done scans of people to study brain function. And those people have no idea.
Wow. Wow.
Hate that.
There's all kinds of codes of ethics. They did not pass their exam.
Nope.
I think they're aware of their ethics violations.
That's why they're hiding it so well, but you are able to take over the security protocols and stuff for medical wing to prevent it from exploding, as long as no one on that side does anything. In all of the medical records that you saw, it included a lot of detail on the patients, what race they are, where they're from, age, gender, like all kinds of details. There were no names. They had no records of the names.
Just assigned numbers.
Patient number, subject number.
So, like, just alphanumeric designations.
Yeah.
Somewhere there has to be information that ties the patients to their file.
You would imagine within the wing itself, where they have the official records, it would take some time to kind of match things together. You're not sure if they'll be able to put all of it together, but...
Yeah, that can be somebody else's problem. We're just here to stop the place from blowing up.
You have been listening to the Liberation of Beacon Station and aboard the Opal Star side story. On the crew of the Nighthawk, we have Ava Rogers as the Taya Skychaser, David Tillstrom as Belkith Glory, Danny as Dr. Blurp Stretcher, and Emily Anderson as Tyburn Veery. On the crew of the Erasmus Kai, we have Morgan of Mindflayed Mondays as Captain Dovrax Rihu, Michael Schofield as Doval Ailu, Jess as Bryn Lee, and Fennec Foxfire as Starburst. On the crew of the Kitsu Nova, we have Ava Rogers as Railia Lisinri, Fennec Foxfire as Delphine Gim, and Brian from Dungeons & Pop as Jack Daxter. I hope you have been enjoying the story so far, and